Here's your Positive Difference story of the day.
All right, in Columbia Heights in Minnesota, there's a guy named Chris, and he's the owner of this restaurant called Pizza Man.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pretty good name.
I'm hungry now.
But he noticed something pretty heartbreaking, too. People were eating food they'd taken from the restaurant's dumpster because they were just so hungry. He noticed this happening, and he saw that it really was a big problem. And rather than ignoring it, he decided that he wanted to help. So he thought about the way that would best suit this need and decided that a good first step would be a social media post. So he posted, quote, "Please do not eat out of our dumpster. Nobody deserves that. If you are that desperate for food, please come ask."
Okay. So it wasn't just like a corrective, stop eating the food out of the dumpster.
exactly.
It's like, I want to help.
It's like, don't do that, but instead come inside, get some food. And he even offered that if someone was too embarrassed to ask in person, because that can be embarrassing going to the front and being like, hey, I was about to go to the back and eat out of the dumpster. They could call or leave a note, and he'd set aside a fresh pizza outside the back door so no one would have to rummage through the trash.
That's really cool.
Awesome.
Pretty cool. Yeah, so he even offered this on social media. He said, if somebody's coming in asking for a small cheese pizza or something, that cost is less than hurting someone's dignity.
Wow. That's perspective.
Yeah, so this message obviously struck a chord online, and after the post went viral, donations started to pour in, and Chris decided to show his generosity to a group that might be overlooked and began leaving pizzas out every single night.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. It also means that Ross is figuring out where that is.
I was thinking Mark's
Minnesota?
going to take us out for pizza for lunch.
Hey guys, let me treat you to
I'm willing to wait out in the snow for a little bit for some pizza.
I think that is, man, that's the heart, right? To be able to say, hey, I see the person. I want them to have some dignity. And I'm actually going to do something about it, too.
And you're so right to say that, Mark, like what you said earlier about he didn't just put his foot down and say, don't eat out of my trash can. He's like, no, don't eat out of there because I want to give you an upgrade.
Yes, exactly.
I love it so much.
That is our Positive Difference story of the day.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC.
So a buddy of mine, Scott, shared with me this quote that he'd come across, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. He said, when you lower the noise of the world, the volume of God goes up. And then here's what he said. He said, I needed to hear this because I'm not good at this. I'm trying to rest and make some moments of quiet even before all the craziness of next week hits. And I was like, same, man, I get it. Because they talk about, right? It's about the busiest time of the year. Right. There's so much stuff, and not necessarily bad things, but they can be distracting things for sure.
Absolutely.
And you're like, okay, but this is Jesus. Like, this is supposed to be about you. Like, and worshiping you, like adoring you, like being with you. And it feels like all the other things are crowding out, and they're screaming in our lives kind of thing. And I love that idea of like, okay, well, God's not like going to just scream louder.
Right.
He's like, you got to find a way to get quiet.
It's us. Yeah. And it kind of reminds me of what scripture says in like Sermon on the Mount, like seek first the kingdom of God. The rest will follow
instead of everything.
after.
Yeah. Instead of like, God, can I squeeze you in?
It's like, no,
This
you
Christmas,
gotta seek him first.
I got an open date on December 13th. Everything else is pretty booked for you.
Yeah.
But we laugh, and it's so
true.
Easier said than done, at least for me.
I know. This season is, again, one of firsts for a lot of things. And for me, it's really been around saying no to the non-required activities this season. Like not doing the extra parties here and there. And I'm like, and it's okay to say no because it allows me, going back to what you were saying of, Jesus is the reason for why we're doing everything, but it allows me to be more like him when I'm not as busy, because it allows me to be present with my children and with my husband. And it allows me to rest. Therefore, I show up as a better self of myself, a better version of myself. And they feed off of that. They don't need all of the experiences outside of the house, because I know that ultimately they prefer a mom who isn't grumpy and who enjoys to sit at their little table that I don't fit at and just eat a meal with them, read some stories, maybe watch a movie, and then go to bed together.
Yeah.
It's the simpleness of life.
Yeah. And it's just one of those, when you do it, you realize, oh, yeah. Okay, God, like, I think this is what you intended for me, to be present in other people's lives, or even maybe just get some time to be present with you, like just get alone with you or quiet my life down a little bit. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to open it up, maybe some ideas out there that we could all benefit from. Like, what's something that you found that actually helps you slow down, get quiet?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like Becky, like, oh, I could say no. Like, I really can.
And it's okay.
And I don't have to, like, beat myself up over this.
Yeah.
So if you have ideas, we'd love for you to join the conversation around the breakfast table. Call or text us 800-909-KLRC. That's 800-909-5522.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC.
We're a week away from Christmas. If you've been doing the whole, like, rushing through all the crazy Christmas craziness, we get it. My friend Scott, we were talking earlier about, shared this quote with me. It was like, when you lower the noise of the world, the volume of God goes up. And he was talking about, like, man, this time of year, there's so much noise. And again, a lot of it's good things.
Right.
But there's so much of it that it's like, God, am I losing you in the middle of this? Am I not getting distracted by all these things? And how do I not do that? Which is way more challenging to actually make that. And you were talking about, like, for you, I got to learn to just say no. Like, what are the things that, okay, I don't have to go to all the parties.
Right.
I don't have to go to all the events.
Yeah. And it's okay because it allows me to be more present with my family, which ultimately, like, that is me honoring God, is being present with my family. But we also heard from a listener, and they said for them, slowing down means taking a slow walk through the neighborhood with my wife and kids. It lets us connect with each other and disconnect from electronics and the rush of life. Hey, this is a perfect time to do it.
Right, and we're getting like the perfect weather for it. Yes, that's a really good idea, Jay.
Yeah.
Thank you. If you have an idea, too, you can call or text and chime in at 800-909-KLRC. One that we stumbled upon a couple of years ago. And you guys might remember this because it was actually Chaplain Justin who told me about this idea. And we did it at the staff retreat that we had a couple of months ago.
Was this the candle thing?
Yes.
Light a candle and watch it
You
burn.
light a candle and literally just watch it
Watch
burn.
it.
Which feels really weird. Now, first of all, if you got young kiddos, I get it. It probably ain't happening. Like, we wouldn't have been able to pull this off when my kids were young. But they're all older now. And we tried this like a year or two ago, and it's now become one of our Christmas traditions. Is we just light a candle and sit around in the living room and literally just
Be still.
Yes. And even if it's like literally been like nonstop for 24 days, and like, okay, God, I'm here.
Yeah.
I just want to be with you and remember things like you were the light of the world in the darkness. And man, it's been pretty awesome.
I love it.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC.
Talking earlier, like, how in the world do you slow down, get quiet when it's so busy this time of the year?
Yeah.
Right, and be like, there was that quote about like, hey, you got to like lower the noise of the everything else if you want to be able to actually pump up the volume of what God wants to do in our hearts and our lives, because He's not like going to scream over the top of everything.
Yep.
It's so, and how do we make spaces for those kind of quiet moments like that? I heard about this. It's wild. So I think the people in Iceland have figured this out better than we have.
So we're moving to Iceland. I don't even know what it is.
I mean, maybe it helps because it's so cold and like nobody's moving. Like it's just like, okay, let's just all stay still by the fire. But there's a tradition this is on Christmas Eve, that they've been doing this for close to like 90 years now. And the tradition is this: they all give each other a book, and then they actually legit slow down, take a couple of hours and sit around the living room and read.
So they all
families
read
do
it
this.
together.
Yeah, everybody gets their own book,
Okay.
or I guess you could do depending on the situation.
Sure,
I'm
sure,
sure,
sure.
I'm sure
The 2-year-old, they
sometimes
can't
it's
read
the
or
same book, right? Yeah, small kids, but not just like, hey, I'm going to give you this gift and move on. It's like we're going to stop, we're going to slow down, and take in something that
That's really
might
cool.
be good.
We would love that.
Yeah, learning how like different places kind of have their own version of celebrating Christmas and other holidays is really cool. Something I've been wondering is kind of how do they do it out in Alaska this time of year? Because the sun's set and it's going to be set for the next few weeks out in
So it's just
Alaska.
dark all the time.
So it's just dark. So I'm like, I don't know, might not be the best question, but I'm like, how do they slow down out there? And they're just like, hey,
Or maybe just slow down all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably
It's
need
just
the
like
opposite of like,
America.
how do we keep amped up?
Yeah, it's like, how can I
Get
stay
out of
awake?
sleepy mode.
So here's the backstory on the book thing, which is really interesting to me. It started in the 1940s because in World War II, they had to do all the rationing for the war. But the one thing that they didn't have to ration was paper. And so the one thing they could give each other that year at gifts was a book.
Dude,
so that's like
awesome.
a really meaningful tradition.
Yeah.
And so they just have kept it going.
Wow.
Every year, families give each other books, and then they slow down and they make some time just to read.
I love that.
I was going to say the book lover over here
about,
would be like,
we're all there."
let's do this now.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC.
We're down to just today and tomorrow, really.
Yeah,
I mean, Monday we got to do the big reveal
that's right.
for our third and final Christmas wish. If you're wanting to jump in and help us love on the Lawson family, we talked to somebody yesterday, one of our listeners.
Powerful.
They know a little bit of that kind of journey, like they've watched, and they were like, "Man, I got to tell you, this is going to be really something they appreciate, even if it's going to be hard for them to receive it because they're always looking at other people and loving on others." But having walked through it, you don't know how much it's going to mean
Absolutely.
to them.
Yeah, and so in case you're wondering what we're talking about or who the Lawsons are, it's a family of 4, and their 15-year-old son, Jax, suffered a seizure in January. So right after celebrating Christmas, right after celebrating the New Year, January 2nd, Jax has a seizure. His dad, Chuck, has to perform CPR on him. He spends months in the hospital in Little Rock. It wasn't until about May that he was able to come back home while his sister's trying to complete her senior year of high school. And so a very traumatic, very tough first half of the year for them. It's still a journey, right? He's still going to therapy. Last week, he was able to walk with a walker, hold onto a counter, which was a huge milestone. And so we're just inviting the community to step in to help love on this family that has asked for absolutely nothing. But their greatest ask is truly just prayer over the situation, over healing.
And we're so close to 100 people clicking the I'm praying for this button on the prayer wall on our website. So if you're one of those who can help us get there today, we'd love for you to, first and foremost, pray.
Yeah.
Pray for Jax's healing and his family as they walk through this. And then go click that I prayed for this button because that'll let us know that you're in too.
Yeah, and there's obviously just a tremendous need that needs to be met. And if you go to our website at klrc.com, it's Christmas wish number 3. And top of the list, you're going to notice kind of what we were talking about. It's prayer, just prayer for the family. But there's some other things on there too. Gas or Visa gift cards to transport Jax to PT and OT. There's also gift cards for gas as well for Addie, who's commuting to JBU daily. So just a big need there. And an iPad to record and document Jax's progress and story throughout the whole thing. So there's a lot of need. There's a lot of need.
Yeah. And you can literally jump in today and do it all online if you want, literally on your phone at klrc.com.
The KLRC Morning Show.
90.9 KLRC. The positive difference.
Happy birthday!
Let's go! Hey! Happy
birthday.
It's pretty
All right.
good.
Yeah, glad that
good,
Ross
pretty
is
good.
back today.
Yeah.
All right. It's time for the Marketplace Grill Birthday Bash. It is Thursday, December 18th, 1 week away from Christmas.
Yes, it is. Happy 11th birthday to Cash Bowen in Bentonville. Samuel Kwanwa in Siloam Springs has a birthday today. David Amesqua has a birthday in Centerton. Drexler McFarland is turning 9 in Lincoln. And Ripken White is turning 2 in Lowell.
Okay. Also, Andy 2 in Fayetteville celebrating today. Hannah and Thomas, 13-year-old twins, both teenagers in Centerton today. And Charlie May Blevins officially has double digits in Tawnytown today.
Very nice. And we got to pick a winner for the Marketplace Grill Birthday Bash. And the randomizer has picked David from Centerton. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!